Hi everyone, Dr. Scott Beyer here, and today I'm making the last part of a video series all about the thyroid-adrenal connection. This is part 4. If you guys haven't seen the other 3 parts, parts 1, 2, and 3, highly recommend you go back to those videos where I explain a little bit about what the adrenal glands do. But just kind of a brief synopsis is our adrenal glands are our body's stress glands, okay? And they release something called cortisol under times of physiologic and emotional stress. And really the last way that our adrenal glands can affect our really healthy thyroid physiology is that chronic adrenal stress can decrease the cell's ability to utilize thyroid hormone. Okay, and we measure this on our blood work with something called T3 uptake. A lot of times we'll see that low if people are under physiologic or emotional stress, or even other things like birth control or high estrogens can cause a decrease in T3 uptake. That's a topic for another video. Okay, what you guys have to realize is that a lot of hormones in the blood are like completely useless. And really where we get a lot of the hormonal action is either on the membrane of the cell or inside of the cell when it comes to specifically thyroid hormone, okay? And the best way I can explain it is that, and sometimes I do this with people who are diabetic or have insulin resistant, but the analogy is the same. So if you can imagine that we were taking this long road trip, and we were driving along this really straight road in the middle of a desert, okay, and you notice that the car's gas meter is getting closer and closer to E, okay, empty. And all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, the car comes to a sputtering stop. Okay, but that's okay because in the trunk, back in the trunk, there's these canisters filled with gas. Well, how come the car's not moving? Because the gas is back there. Well, the reason for that being is the gas actually needs to get inside of the gas tank where it can be utilized for fuel. And it's the same thing when it comes to thyroid hormone, it has to get inside of the cell and do all of the stuff that thyroid hormone does, okay? Now, what happens is that there's been studies, and one study in particular showed that people who are under times of physiologic stress, they've been shown to have a decrease in about 79% of cellular thyroid hormone. That's huge, okay? If your cells are not able to uptake that hormone, it doesn't matter how much hormone you're taking. We see a lot of that with people who are under stress here, or people who have metabolic issues, because cortisol tends to kind of interfere with the cell's ability to uptake thyroid hormone. If you guys found this interesting, this is the last video of that 4-part series, but we're going to be posting thyroid videos later on in the future as well. If you want to find out, like if you feel like you have these stressors and whatnot, really encourage you guys to visit our actual website where we have the studies posted on the blog and things that you can do, like everyday things that you can do at home to help really correct some of these things. I hope you guys really found this interesting. That's why we make these videos, just for you guys to learn, and have a wonderful day.